So guys, we're out here in the Hunter Classic once again, and today we're here on Whitehart Island for a turkey hunt. So as it is turkey season here in PA, I thought we'd do a bit of turkey hunting here today, and to be quite honest, I kind of wanted an excuse to hunt with the 17 HMR HV Ammo again, so we might do some coyote and bobcat hunting somewhere near the end. But for now, we're going to walk down to my tower that has some turkey decoys at it. We'll probably do most of our hunting early on with the Parker Python at least. Like any shots we're going to take before we leave the stand, and then maybe the last one before we leave we'll use the 17. And it looks like we'll be starting off with a pretty average bull elk. This is the best one in the group, although I might have to take one earlier because we've already got some underneath us. This one's probably the second best at 170 to 215 score estimate. But we do have some turkeys out there in the field. I definitely saw one gobbler, so if we can manage to drop one of these and not send them running towards the turkeys, that would be great. Alright, he is down, and if they run like that, I think we'll be okay. Turkeys are more out on this side of the field. You can see them right there. I'll get my spotting scope out and see if there's anything decent, then we'll start calling them in. This guy is here way before the others. He's the pretty average one, I think. Yeah, 32-45, and I think we can probably sneak this shot in without spooking the others, and even if we don't, we should be okay. Alright, didn't manage to drop him, but the one we wanted was in the back. I think it's like right there. And he did not spook, so that is ideal on the one we just shot. Dropped. I do see a big beard on this one. And it's not letting me spot him, but I'm pretty sure that is the one that went up to 70 score. And if we can get the spot, yeah, that's the one. So, I could actually just use the 17 from here. Maybe I'll do that. Since the others spooked, they're going to be far enough away that they shouldn't hear this. And then I think I can actually call them back in. Let me put on the 12 power scope actually, so you guys can see that a little bit better, and then we will go for the shot on him. That dropped him immediately, which actually makes perfect sense. I know with the normal ammo they didn't always drop, but I'm pretty sure you could just drop them pretty much guaranteed with the HV ammo, and then if we could get them out like 200 meters, and I don't know, we got a black-tail doe out there and that's about it, we could probably just drop them all. Is that a turkey? I think it might be. I'm just thinking we could actually just drop every one of them with that ammo, and that is a turkey. And we're going to go for it. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see very well. I do apologize for it being so dark. I can barely see. Oh, there's one closer. Alright, we should shoot that one then. I'll wait a second until it gets out of the brush, because I cannot actually see it. It is so dark. Alright. Is that a different one? Because if it's gobbling, it shouldn't be unspooked yet. But as you can see, this one stuck around, so I'm just going to wait, I don't know, like 10 to 15 seconds, and I'll probably shoot him as well, and we'll try to spot him while we wait. I think that was when we spotted it, went up to like 40 score estimate. And let's see if we can line this up. I cannot see. But I see feathers flying, and he is down, so that is 3. And if I had to guess, the other one is probably around here somewhere. I don't know if I want to call him in. It actually was the other decent one that went up to 55, I think. So maybe I'll call that doe in and start turkey calling, and he should be here about the time she gets here. Well, I'm not too sure about our turkey or our doe, but we got a decent black-tailed buck coming in at 135 to 160 score estimate, and he is max weight as well. So I probably would have wasted time tracking him if I came across his track. And I think we'll use the 3-8 rifle because we're going to move on out of here. So we'll just go for a shot. And somehow did not drop him. Thought I had him like through the neck or spine, but I don't think he'll be going very far. But we'll get down to claim all of our turkeys, our elk, and then that guy, and then we'll probably jump over to like the Golden Tree Stand or something for a little bit before we go down to the south. But doubling on this guy, 193 score, and I think, yeah, we shot a turkey right here pretty much on the decoys. And I don't see that buck dropped, so I think somehow we ended up with body, which I think will probably still bring him down. I'm not even sure about that. But this turkey was a 38.9 score, and he was 9 kilograms. That's the one bad thing about the one that went up to 70. I think he was a max of 9.2 kilograms, which always happens with the big ones. They have a huge beard and spurs and then low weight, and the weight, of course, does make a difference on their score. So those are some bull elk, I do believe. Are they the ones from earlier? Looks like it. They are spooked. So whatever spooked them, whether it was the 308 or me running out here, they're probably the ones from the herd we took the one earlier. But let's see what this guy scores. This was the big one, I believe. Only a 59, that was the big one, not really what I was hoping for, but I guess we'll trophy shot him. And this is still the only trophy shot pose that I actually like with the turkeys, and this might be the best one I've ever done. I'm actually kind of showing off the beard in this, so I am pretty happy with that. And then we've got these two turkeys out here. One of them might have been the one that went up to 55, I'm not actually sure. Definitely not this one though, this is just a 31, and of course he's 9.3 kilograms. It always happens that way, the small ones are heavy and the large ones are low weight, so if you can get one with the big beard, big spurs, and high weight, it's usually a really good scoring one. But this is the last one we took, and I don't think he was the one up to 55 either. I think we spotted this guy. Yeah, he's another 31 score, but 168 meters through the heart with that 17 HMR. Not too bad there. And here is our black-tail buck, which actually ran pretty far. I thought he'd go a little less distance than this, but he's not too bad looking. Probably 140s, maybe 150. And he is a 147 score. We hit him in the head, so I guess not much penetration out of that 308 rival, but at least he ran in the direction that I was headed. We're pretty much all the way there to the golden tree stand. Well, I do think this female elk will spook anything that's standing around the golden tree stand if she runs in that direction, so got to take her out with the Parker. And there's even another one down there to the left somewhere, but I'm hoping she's not going to spook and I can just continue crouching in the direction of the golden tree stand. To be honest, I never really have anything there when I walk to it, but you never know, there could be something standing around. But just doubling on this one at 10 meters, and we will continue our walk, and actually we will continue our shooting cow elk, apparently, because there's another one directly in front of us. And now it is running towards the golden tree stand, so that's not good, but maybe some stuff will still be around. So this is probably a somewhat bad idea, because I'll probably mess it up, but since we did spook a cow elk towards the golden tree stand and this turkey gobbled down here on the road, I think we'll try to get it, maybe with a headshot with a 17, and then move on to somewhere else, and that's kind of him to stop right there. That looked like a direct hit in the head to me. Maybe it was going to be called neck, because it was a little bit low, but pretty close nonetheless. I'm pretty happy with that. He wasn't anything special. I saw he had a pretty small beard, but let's just take a look at that. Yeah, I think it's going to be neck, actually. A little bit below the head, but we'll see what they call it. And it is a neck shot. I can't believe he scored 45 with a small beard, but again, 9.6 kilograms on a somewhat small turkey. That just happens pretty much every time. But I think that is our 8th harvest already this video, so I think we'll jump down south and do a bit of coyote and bobcat hunting with the 17. So we just spooked this bobcat. It's out here pretty long range, but it's actually walking back towards us a bit, so I think I'm going to get on this rock and go for a bit of a long shot, which I know the 17 is perfectly capable of. The only thing I got to make sure is I'm a little bit low in the chest, because it seems to hit high, especially at decent range. So if I get up on this rock, and let's see if we can actually find it. It's right there. See if we can get this lined up. I had it. And that is one dead cat. I really like the 17. It's so good. And did that, whatever ran over there, it looked somewhat dark. I'm gonna go see what kind of tracks there, because I don't know. Maybe if that was an elk, it could have been normal. It looked kind of big to me, so we'll have to check it out. And that, oh, I have weight on bobcat tracks now. That is somewhat useful. 10 to 25 is a solid male. Max weight is 30, so maybe I should track that. I'll probably go back and see how old the tracks are. We'll go grab our female that we just shot first. Definitely nothing special for her. 6.3 score, but look at the penetration through the head, through the skull, shoulder blade, right lung, stomach, and intestine at 120 meters with that 17. It's just completely insane how well that penetrates to the smaller animals that's ethical for. I'm going to go back and check the age on one of these bobcat tracks. If it's under like 30 minutes, I'll probably track it down. Otherwise, we'll just move on. We've actually got a somewhat decent whitetail buck coming in, 155 to 175. I think he's what spooked back there when we shot the last bobcat, because I had his track fleeing right there. But I heard another bobcat meow as I made my way to this tower, so I think we can probably call that in. I'm pretty sure taking this guy with the bow will be okay, because if the bobcat was here, he should be all jumping around fleeing. So let's see if we can drop him there at 20 while he's stopped. I knew I was too low as soon as I released that. That's going to be a body hit, so I guess we will put out the bobcat color. Maybe by the time it gets here, the buck will be expired. Looks like our cat is finally making its way, and let's just spot it and see what we've got. Or there we go, we should be able to spot it now. We have 10 to 25 kilograms on a female, and I don't know how skittish they are around these deployable towers, so I should probably take it at a better distance, because I know with the grizzly bears, they'll spook pretty far away. So she is down. We'll run and grab her and collect our collar. Then I think our whitetail buck should be expired, and I think the collar I put down somewhere around here, so I should just grab that before we go. I'll probably forget that if not. And we can go see what our female scores. 10 to 25 kilograms is a decent weight estimate. That might actually be the track of the one we had earlier. I didn't realize the females could estimate that high, so let's see what we have here. She was almost 12 kilograms, but still a 6.9 score and a double lung shot at 50 meters, so I think our buck should now be expired, so let's see if we can find him. And it looks like our buck is down just ahead, so obviously not the best shot, but it worked out in the end. We got to get the bobcat by waiting for him to expire, and he is not a bad looking buck, probably in the 160s I would say. And he is a 163 score, so pretty much right around where I thought, and I think that's going to be a perfect way to end this video with a nice buck. And not a bad looking picture either, but like I said, I just wanted another excuse to hunt with that 17 HMR HV Ammo. It is probably one of the most powerful guns in the game, and obviously it's only ethical for the small species, but it's so much fun just to get to use it on like the bobcats and turkeys. No coyotes today. I was kind of hoping we'd run into some down here by these couple of lakes, but maybe next time. But with that, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.